And
and we don't know.
let me hold it up again, guys, for just a minute.
Rainbow? There, Mac. Get it?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get it before we bury it.
Take a picture of this hole.
Yeah, things been...
Dad, hello.
You're not taking a picture, huh?
Yes, I am.
I don't see any red light.
Where's the red light supposed to be?
This is Mom. Okay, let me get the room. Makeup.
Oh, come on, Nellie. Forget it.
This is the bathroom closet. We wrote it up. And this is Merrily just one last time saying, never come to Flaming Gorge. Bye.
What year was it when you were born here?
Well, 1919.
What was it like around here?
Well, this is all under farming land here.
Corn?
Corn, we had corn and
We'll get a picture of the front window.
a lot of cows and horses.
Why don't you two walk on out there?
Martin, I was just counting on my fingers. At the time Dad was born, he made the eight person in the family that was living in that little shack.
Eight people living?
Yeah.
That's where I was born. It's right there, huh? Oh, we had a little kitchen. Let me do it because we had a little kitchen. I was a little kid remember we used to put cows out of the corn and had pasture land down there. We used to have an orchard right here. Yeah, part of it. Yeah. How long you lived here? Father from old. Must have been
27. You need that motor off.
And I used to remember the old UBIC. Oh yeah. You lived right there then. My dad was working. You're an Indian, you said. Yes, I think. Yeah. You know the Denvers over there? Oh, you bet. Connie and Toad. Connie Denver and Toad's passed away. Oh, did he? Mm-hmm. And Connie lives in California.
And there's
Elmer Denver.
Elmer,
Jr.
that was the father.
That was his junior. Let's see, there's Pose.
I used to play baseball with Connie.
Connie. And Sonny. Sonny Denver. He's still alive. Toast is the only one passed away. Alice Denver, the youngest. And Marina our age, Alina our age, running 6th grade. Marina lives there in Roosevelt.
Take a picture of Karron.
You had to get down closer.
I'm gonna go right there.
On the other side, I got a house jack. I was going to jack it up and fix it up. The same thing on the cell on me, so maybe it doesn't want to be. So I left it.
There's mud in those cracks.
Yeah,
I remember.
I was only just carrying back.
Matches. His name was Matches. Then he had a sister, Sarah Matches, and she graduated. You got me look with her. No, I think you on there.
Get in there. Get in there.
You're going crazy. Well, you're part of it too. First time I've ever been at this boat.
What's it like?
Where did you
I don't know, Karron.
How many kids you have in there?
8. I just counted on my fingers.
You had 8 kids?
Billy is the last one barred here. So
Really?
Billy is the last one barred here.
Oh, Clyde done that made.
Go up there and get a picture of your dad in front of the cabin talking about this.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah,
Come on,
this
come on.
is important, Clyde.
Clyde, I was just counting your mom and your dad, Weldon, Beat, Elva, Sprig, Chink, Fish, Irma, and Clyde. Well, that's 10. That's
10?
10 people when he was born.
Where did you all sleep in there, Dad?
I don't know. Just slept in there someplace.
Your poor mother.
I know we used to have every summer we used to put a lean-to out here of willows and stuff. For shade. We spent most of the time outside summertime.
To sleep.
That outhouse wasn't there, was it?
Oh, I don't think so.
Where's your outhouse?
I don't know.
Way out.
The Karrons used to be down in here. Used to have cows and stuff. That was the orchard. I remember that. Very distinctly.
What'd you do? Go out there and pick your fruit?
He wasn't that old, Martin, when they moved in here.
Martin, I was only 3 years old when I left here.
Then Billy wasn't born here.
Yeah.
Can you remember living here then at age 3?
I can remember very distinctly living here at the age I was. I don't know how old I was.
What was that Indian's name?
Why my dad lost it.
Lost a lot of
We
stuff.
moved way down in there. Where were you herding cows? Right down on the edge of the hill, and the cows got in the corn patch.
When you were 3?
Well, and the cows got in the corn patch, and Dad kicked her pants for letting them in the corn patch.
What were you saying about Clyde that helped deliver?
Well, when Clyde was born, Grandpa was out trying to find a midwife or a doctor or somebody when Clyde came.
My 2 sisters
And Elva and Beatrice
delivered me.
helped his mother deliver the baby.
Oh, really?
They were younger than Merrily is now. They were
my
just barely
goodness.
like 11 and 12 or 11 and 13, something like that.
Oh, wow.
I remember down on that hill there's a patch of willows. We were herding cows down there one day, and there's a magpie nest up in the willows, and Vishnu had a big long stick to poke at the magpie nest. We were trying to get him out. Look down, there's a skunk coming. Boy, we took off as fast as we could for home. And Sprig and Chink went down and killed the skunk with rocks.
Big brothers.
Let's go.
Karron and Clyde, turn around. Okay.
Her hair comes down to her waist and is curly. And her being a wall or a king, can you believe it? You know, that's something that's not done every day.
Not curly hair.
Connie has James' children. James' children.
No, it's been about at least 7 years since we've seen each other.
I'm sure it has.
Because it was Faye's funeral.
Yeah, it was a
24th of July.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Would you like, this is my youngest son and his family.
Oh. Mother started it with Thanksgiving and Leanna's birthday.
Yes.
And then Hilma on May Day.
Well,
May Day.
Cindy and Joe take turns having theirs on Thanksgiving
I mean,
Day.
when they died.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's a nice picture.
And then Hilma died on May Day, and like 2 days before your birthday. And then Faye died on the 24th of July,
Yeah.
and then Lois died on Friday the 13th.
Wouldn't she say, isn't that my lot?
Yeah, I could hear.
I can
Because
hear her saying it.
we laughed about Faye, you know, on the 24th of July of all times.
Yeah.
Because he used to get such a kick out of the 24th of July when he was a kid.
Yeah, I can really understand Lois being so out of patience. Well, that's like me. Well, that's what Mother used to say because her birthday came so often on a Friday.
Friday the 13th.
Uh-huh. And she'd say, well, that just goes along with the luck I've had.
Madge, you gotta be about 80 years old.
Oh, my Lord. Friends like that I don't need.
Go out and pick up the car. Well, we were trying to count that the other day. You're 76, aren't you?
No, I'm not 76.
You're 75 still?
No, I'm not. I'm 29 and holding, but I'm not any of the
No.
numbers you've got.
I was trying to count. I knew that there was Isla, and then there was 3 years between Isla and Lucille, or 3 years between you and Lucille.
That's it.
And
Mother had a miscarriage.
She had a miscarriage in the really and truly.
That's
Who's
right.
Lucille?
Our
She's
sister
the one
that
that
died many
died.
years ago.
Oh, I didn't remember.
Yeah. No.
And
I never heard about that one.
Yeah, that was her miscarriage, and that's why there's
that's
4
why
years.
I was telling you
That's
when
why
we were
there's 4
counting.
years almost between the
heard
two.
Well, that's on Isla's
Ross
birthday.
died.
We were
How
trying
old was Lucille?
She was
probably 40 when she
about 40.
Oh, really?
There.
Prime of life.
Uh-huh. I've never heard you mention
Is that
that.
right?
Yeah.
Well, she's been gone so long.
Yeah, she has. But time does go on.
Well, I was counting on my fingers, and I knew that it was 3
You
years.
didn't have that many fingers, dear.
No, I
Hey,
didn't.
that's what happened to your boyfriend
What?
from Texas, the boyfriend from Texas.
From Colorado.
From Colorado, he is just fine. Quite alcoholic, I understand, too.
Is she?
Sorry?
They always
So,
are. They always are.
yeah, that's true.
See, I went to school with her.
You did.
Mhm.
Oh, I said it was Vilma.
She was kind of alcoholic when she's married.
Yeah, she,
He was. He was too.
yeah, he's, you gotta sing.
No, I don't
Words
want to.
fail me. You should see him.
She still drink?
Oh, yes.
And laid it all, and it really looks nice.
I've just got to go down. I'm so chicken. I really have got to go down.
I had a letter from Leanna, and she said that they had been down to see Clea, and she says Clea looks like she could live forever. She
Well-
says she looks so good, but she can't walk across the floor.
She can't get her knees to work, you know.
The house that used to be here that Connie was born isn't here anymore. It's torn down, but this is a tree right where it was.
About 1936.
You moved here in about 1936?
Yeah, 1936, and this is a house there we lived in when it's been built on.
So it wasn't this big then, it was a lot
about
smaller?
half that big. Then this on the right over there is used to be a corral where it kept her cows.
Which one? The first shed?
one,
What was the second one?
and that was a chicken coop. Chicken coop.
The
And
second-
that board fence out back was a corral where he had her
Over here?
cows, yeah.
How long did you live here?
I lived here about 10 years.
Climb those trees when you were a kid?
Yeah, we planted those trees.
You did?
Yeah, we planted those trees. And it used to be right towards the church out there. It used to be a boardwalk going clear out to the church house, the old Presbyterian church.
Huh.
And that's where they had all the funerals. Kind of spooky.
Now, when you were in the service, Mom moved back here with me and Connie,
Yeah.
and she lived here all alone.
She lived here all alone.
Where did Annie and Dave live then?
They lived over there across town where we come in. Remember?
Oh yeah, you showed us there.
We used to play baseball.
Who, you and your Mighton team?
Yeah, Mighton team. And that was
Is that the
that
stand
was the
there?
grandstands.
Where'd you play, first base?
We played first base and right field. Of course, it's old.
Kind of grown over now,
We
isn't it?
used to have two baseballs, all we had.
You had two baseballs?
Yeah, two baseballs.
You ever hit a home run out of here?
Yeah.
It's not a very big field, is it?
No, well, it's a lot. It was been overgrown now. It used to be a lot bigger than this.
Seemed bigger to you then?
Oh yes, it seems small now.
Who played on your team?
Well, we had 6 Binghams at once that played on it.
These other homes here then?
Yeah, these over here was
Where?
Bill Murray's old home there. Marlon Bywater lived right there.
What's that old shack back there? See that old wooden shack?
I don't know what that is. These don't.
What about that white one down there?
Gonna go down to that's where that's Mrs. Tuttle used to live there. My old school teacher.
Now this is where the old Mighton School used to be, Mother?
Yes, right here in the grassy area. And
They tore the school down. Tell me about those trees again.
we tore the school down and built the new school. But when I was in the 6th grade, I was the student body president of the school, and that was my project I came up with, to plant the trees around the school.
You planted all those trees right there?
Mm-hmm. We had a big day, and
Where'd you raise the money for it?
oh, I don't remember exactly.
This is the house that Mom and Dad lived in when Connie was born. She wasn't born here, she was born over in Roosevelt. But this is where they lived anyway. Whose house was it, Dad?
Sprig and Silvis.
And where were they? Why were you guys living here?
They worked out to the mine at the time, so we just lived in it.
So Connie lived here till how old was she when you left here?
Oh, about a year old.
When you guys left here?
You know, we went to Salt Lake to live.
Martin?
Huh.
Can you see that ditch right there? With the raise in the road?
Yeah, the ditch there.
Uh-huh. Your dad and I used to go over there and carry water here when Connie was a baby to do our laundry and out of the ditch.
Yeah. No running water, huh?
No, Old Park didn't have anything. This is all different. There was only 2 rooms at the time.
Dad, he's
You hurry. You gotta hurry.
like the ones in the middle first, so you'll never get them wet.
I think we will anyway. This many.
And there?
This many. The first will be gone out before the seconds.
Hey, somebody better help us here. Warm out.
Really? I would.
Better blow it out, Dad. You can burn you.
Grandpa.
You don't have a smoke alarm in here, do you?
No.
Good. We'd all be wet by now. Yes, the second one done dropped.
That's the second one.
Get up.
Pull it out.
Melts covered. That go on the floor.
Dig that other one
Can anybody breathe?
Good, Karen. I think that's it. One more. One more, right there, Karen.
Oh, it went out.
Okay.
Gotta make a wish first, Dad.
Well, might as well wish for 51 more.
You got a bowl? Well.
Okay, ready?
Oh my, what?
Oh, you spit on it. I'm not eating that cake.
Where's the smoke
He
alarm?
gets 2 pieces now, huh?
Well, open the windows and the doors.
Open that door, Linda.
Too bad this isn't a non-smoking section, and they just stopped.
Okay, Dad, tell us what you've learned in 51 years of marriage.
That's Mom what she's learned.
Mother, what have you
I
learned?
couldn't tell you guys.
Come on.
What I learned was Martin couldn't repeat it.
Get the cake on camera.
Dad, what would you recommend to all of us so we could have 51 happy years?
What did I recommend?
Uh-huh.
Work hard and retire early.
Don't drink a lot of booze or smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Look who's talking.
Any other?
Quit kidding around and get serious.
What other pearls of wisdom do you have, Dad? What about raising kids? How did you raise such good kids?
Well, it wasn't easy.
Not all the time. Here, get the cake.
Hold it up a little.
Boy, that cake looks like it's been through a party.
Yeah, already. Looks like it's had 51 years.
Here you go.
Okay, well, we better get out the knife. I'm gonna duck through here, Marty. Gonna get the knife now. that'll do the trick.
You guys
Get a picture of this, Mary Lee, that night.
Well,
use it.
Get these little guys' pictures too, Mary Lee.
Okay,
I
well,
changed my mind.
Linda.
Karen, I changed my mind.
Now you guys are
Whichever one will be the
Talk
best.
softly and carry a big knife.
Yum.
yum.
I get the big piece. Come on, Mother.
I get the one.
I think there's plenty. We don't
Don't
want
be so
this.
stingy, and we didn't buy the thing.
And
Cut 'em
go
big.
over. Let's cut them like this if they want more than half more. Okay? No, I don't want to cut the chair up.
Well,
What's that for?
I'm going to cut around the picture here.
3/6.
Go ahead, go ahead.
That's good.
12.
Come on, have a little lick.
You guys kiss?
Bob will. Here, Bob rubbed his finger over it.
Whoa, that was ugly. Do it again.
Grandma, Bob wants to run his finger over it.
Now watch it, that's sharp.
Hi, Billy.
Take it from me,
How
Mother.
about
Hi,
that?
Bob.
He couldn't cut his finger on it if he tried.
Good.
I don't think so. I'll show it now.
Okay, that's
Okay, the cutter is the disher.
that's number 1, guys.
Could I taste that?
How about your ice cream? Is it thawed
There's a
out?
good one there.
Oh, I need to scoot out. Let me get the ice cream and what there is to look like.
That's all there is. I didn't cut them in big.
Somebody's
that
been
one
eating the ice cream. I wonder who.
I've been, ever since I broke that chair, I've been off that chair.
That's how you need to. That was really funny. I laughed.
Cheers, Bill. That's yours.
Yum, yum.
Think?
It's yours.
Do we want a commentary?
Now I know where Marty gets it. He takes after you, Clyde.
What?
Cuts it right out of the middle.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's where I'm going to take this one. Oh, that hasn't been cut yet. I don't know.
Mom.
No, of course not.
I think there's,
What?
see, there's 2 extra ones. There's another one.
Linda,
Want some ice cream, boys?
Hi, Grandma.
do you know who's been stealing those 2
Hi,
dogs?
honey.
Bill.
Hi, Marilee.
Hi.
Who's been what?
Hi, Grandpa.
Who's been stealing those
Hi,
2 little
Merrily.
things?
What 2 little
What
things?
have you?
You're
The thief.
the dog taker.
You have to go in jail. Sorry.
Here, you want that, Doc?
Emily.
Look at that, the wind's not
Hi.
blowing out there now.
Melinda, would you like some ice cream? Okay.
Is
Sure.
Want some ice cream on it? Anybody? Besides Grandma?
See? I do.
See, this is one thing you need to learn, you guys.
What's that?
After this many years, listen when your wives speak.
Choke.
Okay, repeat that, Karen.
Listen when your wives speak.
I've got 2 wives.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to listen to either one of them.
Do you have anything to add to that, Grandpa?
You still didn't hear
No.
me.
Just don't make it.
Imagine how big a man felt.
Listen when your wife speaks.
Okay, then what did I say just before that? I says, does anyone like some ice cream other than Grandma?
Oh,
I had some.
Karen, you don't eat the ice cream that often, so I didn't pay any attention to you.
51 years you can ask me. Like Leland said with Leanna and Bart, he says,
Boy, I think my mom gets the end of the stick in that situation.
She does too.
Yes,
How's
she
that?
does.
Why did you say that?
Because she had nothing to say about anything.
He's the boss.
You bet.
Oh, yeah. That is delicious cake.
That's all right, isn't it?
Very good.
She's a tad on the dry.
You want one? Like
Oh, I
one?
already have one.
No, you didn't have that, didn't you?
Emily. Hi.
Well, you had that little tiny picture of the two of you on your wedding day.
Actually, that was the day we got our marriage license, 2 days earlier.
Oh,
And when they had it was the last time they ever had the big UBIC out on the basin.
Oh.
That was taken in just one of these little photo booths.
that big dance hall you were telling us about down there. It was a recreation hall or?
Oh, well, it was in that area, but it wasn't that dance.
Down just off the bench, wasn't it, Dad? Down from where your cabin was?
Where it was Fort Duchesne, I remember I told her there used to be a big Chinese store.
We didn't go to Fort Duchesne when we was out on that
We
trip.
didn't get off the highway and have to go to Fort Duchesne.
I think we should be.
That was the Indian headquarters, and once a year they had this huge thing. People would go and camp out in tents, everything. And the guys played ball. I played ball the day we got our marriage license.
Oh, really? Sounds like Marilyn got that.
Martin, you really get Bill and Bob again by taking a picture.
You know, they hate him again.
Ah, come on, Bob, Bill. Don't do that.
Okay, that's all.
Hey, Bob.
We're going to show this to your wife someday, Bill.
I give you those keys, Bobby.
Call him over here.
Bob, come here.
Cover your face, Bobby, then no one will notice ya.
Don't you think we know who it is, even if his face is covered up?
Get close up, Bob. Look right into the camera.
You're going to be embarrassed.
I know.
You will.
So will Phil. Bobby at least wants to take pictures of us wrestling. Get away.
Did we ever tell you what we got married on?
$5.
$5?
My birthday before we got married, he didn't get shopping and he gave me a $5 bill and he says, go buy something you want for your birthday. And I never did spend it. And that's what we paid for the marriage license and the judge and to get married on.
Oh, no kidding.
You had to pay the judge?
Well, did we?
They didn't.
2.5 of it.
$2.50?
Cost $2.5 for the wedding license and $2.5 judge. And then we were broke.
So when did you get your first money after that?
I think the first time you watched news.
I don't think we ever did have any, did we?
That was rough old days.
Hey, why don't you take a picture of Cookie?
You guys couldn't survive
Well, you
through
can,
those days.
you can survive.
Why don't you put Cookie on television?
Huh?
Tell us about it.
Oh,
depression.
Very nice.
The only good thing about it, nobody else had money either. Everyone was in the same boat.
Local brothers are dying. Only nobody had a dime to spend on local bread.
Where did you guys stay after you got married?
That
Where did you stay after you got married?
honeymoon,
No, where did you live? Where did
we went back to her folks and went back to mine.
Seriously?
No kidding.
Oh, that's because nobody knew you were married,
A
right?
couple of weeks.
No, you went up to Wyoming with Weldon right after you married.
Did you tell anybody you got married?
No,
So how did you break the news to your family?
they
They
broke
read
it
in
to
the
me.
paper.
In the paper?
Yeah, they read in the paper.
Were they upset about it? How'd they feel about it?
Clyde went with Weldon. They went up into Wyoming to try to get a job. And Wilma was just married and she lived in Mighton. And so one day Mother and Madge and myself rode over to Mighton to visit Hilma. And Pa Bingham saw us come in town. So he sent someone down to say, go tell Karron I want her to come up. I want to talk to her before she leaves town.
And the 425 Talk News.
I was shaking in my boots. He said, you and Clyde got married, huh? And I says, well, first I started, oh, no. You know, and he said, now look, he said, don't lie to me about it. We saw it in the paper. And Clyde says up in Wyoming, he even saw it in their paper up there. So he tore it out before his aunt could see it.
In the Wyoming paper?
Yeah.
It's a view.
It was in about 6 papers.
Went
that
through
we
the paper.
printed out.
Why didn't you
There it
tell?
was, so I tore it out. Well, they get to see it.
How come you didn't? Why didn't you tell anybody?
He didn't have a job.
News.
I mean,
This could be your ear.
Too young, he says.
I was supposed to be going on to school.
How old were you, Mom?
17.
Come on. How old were you, Mom? You were 15, weren't you? 15 years old? How old were you, Dad?
19.
20.
19 or 20? Come on.
19.
He turned 20 in April and we were married in August. I turned 15 in June and we were married in August.
That means Marilee could be married right now. Man.
Scary, isn't it? I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, but I bet you had to grow up faster then because of the times.
Not necessarily.
Really?
Well, that was young.
Freshman
At that time, though, no one had money to go on to college. Very, very few people. So it wasn't encouraged like it is today to go on to school and get a trade because no one had the money to do it.
Just at the end of the Depression, is that right?
Starting of it.
Starting?
Well, no,
About in the middle of it.
about the middle of 1939. That's when World War II started, and then people started to get more jobs, and they to pick up.
So what happened after your families found out about your marriage then?
I get a job in Salt Lake, and then Karron came out there, and we get an apartment.
Just one room.
There was one room.
Is that the one up near Liberty Park you talk about?
Uh-huh. It was close by there. No, it wasn't. Downtown. What was that?
Well, we had a couple of kids donated to Liberty Park. That's where Morton was from.
It's where we lived when you were born. Martin.
So how long after that before you went in the service?
Oh.
Morton was about 2 years old.
About 2 years after that.
You went to the Army in 44, didn't you?
42.
No, Martin was born in 42. And he was about 2 years old when he went in. Our first apartment was a little one-room apartment, and Clyde got up. The first night there, Chink and Alice, that was his wife then, came and we cooked hot dogs and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut and weenies. We all got sick. Oh, we were sick. And Clyde got up the next morning to go to work, and real dark room. And I turned the light on while I was combing my hair. And the landlady was down out in the backyard and she saw the light on. So she came up and told me I couldn't use the electricity during the day. It made me angry, so I went to the phone and I called Weldon. And I said, Weldon, is there an apartment or a room down where you guys live? He was living with Chink and Alice. Mm-hmm. And he says, yes, there is. And I said, I want to move down there. So he came up to get me. What few belongings we had we put in the back seat of his car. And we were carrying it, it was upstairs, we were carrying it up and the window was open. And I to this day, I don't know why we turned the flame on the gas stove. But we got up there, the wind had blown the curtains over the flame. That was on fire. Oh. So I thought I was going to have to move it in. And I had a little pitcher of water. I had to run across the hall to get the water. Weldon just stood there and laughed. Finally he went over and pulled the curtain down and put the fire out. That night when Clyde got home from work, I was moved. He didn't know where I was.
How'd you find her, Dad?
Well, they come down,
We finally
down
went
where I
and
work,
picked him up.
picked me up. Instead of going back to the place where I lived that morning, well, we went to another one. For the apartment.
Hey, Dad, tell me about your hand, how you hurt that in the Army. I can't remember.
Well, I was overseas, Philippine Islands.
This was after MacArthur had retaken Philippines,
Oh, yeah,
right?
after the war was been over a couple of weeks. I was aboard the ship, it was raining. I slipped and fell and threw my hand back. Cut it on a ration can, just like a round ration can, cut the tendons. They're one of the fingers. 2 weeks later, they shipped me home.
Not home, to the States.
Back to San Francisco. San Francisco about a year before I got home.
Did you get out and see Mom?
Once. Yeah, you did once.
Oh, no,
I used to hitchhike home.
not after you came home. We went down before you went overseas. But
Well, about a year's time, I hitchhiked home about 4 times.
You spent a year in the hospital?
Yeah.
I thought it was over a year.
Well, about a year, but Letterman General Hospital in San Francisco.
Why so long?
They did one surgery, and then the nurse was supposed to be giving therapy on his hand, and she pulled the fingers too much and broke everything they had done to it. So
Broke the tendons.
So they had to do it again.
Tendons in my hand, out of my arm here. And she pulled on it too hard and popped the tendons, so they had to do it all over again.
Oh my gosh.
In those days, I think they did a lot of experimenting, after during World War II on different things.
So they had to do just 2 surgeries on it then?
Actually, I did about 3.
Plus the one in the Philippines.
Got an apartment up on Market
Oh,
Street.
yes. Oh, and the landlord found out we were from Utah. They kept teasing Clyde about how many more wives do you have back home.
That's in San Francisco?
A little apartment up on Market Street. When I first went in there, well, he acted like we wasn't married, I guess. Before and done, we were married. You know, I don't think he believed us. He was too young.
You even had 2 kids by then.
Oh, yeah. 2 kids.
Well, by then, you were 4 and Bonnie was going on 6.
You were all of 21, Mother.
No. Yeah. Oh, 28 Mark when you were born. I think I was 28 before. Mark, you don't know when he's really taking a picture. Sometimes you think he's not, he is. Other times,
Where's Bob?